Hello, and welcome back to Blood Rush League's qualifier matchups. Tonight we've got Carnage versus Temptation, and we've got Ty, the GOAT, for playing for Carnage. This is a Nemesis set. Tonight I'll be casting with M. M, who's your favorable pick for tonight? Who do you think is going to win?
Hello. I'm very excited actually to cast with you, Hearts, but I think my money's probably on Temptation. I have a friend in this team called Omega. He's a very good player, so I'm excited to see what they can do.
Oh, we see two strong hits coming in really early onto Draxi here, which is crazy. Ty really proving how insane he is at this killer.
Yeah, those were some very nice whips. Looks like we're gonna get a basement hook here, which is very strong at 5 gens. I don't imagine there's gonna be a lot of pressure on the map. It was a very fast down.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Just opting to check over the 8 side here. Breaking the pallet out of the way, quite nice. But yeah, we're just straying around the hook. Don't want to leave too far. And checking lockers, interesting.
Looks like we have a really nice gen split around main, actually,
Yeah,
main
it's
and
like a
one.
fat forge in here.
I assume they're just gonna opt to try and get some gen pressure and let Draxi sit. Oh, we actually find Omega here, taking the chase to Water Tower.
I feel like Nemesis on ping is such a rough killer to go up against. How do you feel about that,
Yeah, look, I think even on normal ping he's a bit rough with his drag whips, so on ping it would be really rough.
Yeah, like even from the spectator POV right now, you can see like half those whips look like drag whips, but on Ty's screen they're probably just normal whips. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, looks like we are just kind of opting to camp the basement here. Checking lockers a lot, trying to get that. I believe that's Darkness Revealed.
Yeah.
This is a very strong build.
Especially for a killer like Nemesis on a map like this, you can get so much value with this build.
We are taking the chase back to Water Tower here. This is Omega again. Yeah, just a nasty ping whip there.
Yeah, and this is Draxi hitting second stage, unfortunately. No one going in for the save just yet. We see main pop as our survivors are trying to pressure as much gens as possible. And this will be Omega going down over towards the 4 side of the map.
I opting to go back to basement, just securing this kill here. Looks like we're just gonna keep Omega slugged and check around our Gallows gens.
And we're getting that darkness revealed value one more time. Not really catching anyone out with it though. Just being able to see our slug over there, which is Omega.
Yeah, look, Ty's in a very good position here. We do see another gen pop in the background, but he is probably just gonna secure death there on Draxi, and he can see Omega, so if the pickup comes through, he can definitely just react fast.
Look, personally, I just gotta say my money's on Carnage tonight. They're a newer team that I've been playing with quite often, and they are really good. I'm proud of them. And we see Draxi dead. Unfortunate, very unfortunate. Sat in basement all game. How do you feel about that, Em?
Oh, look, I've definitely been on the receiving end of one of those, and it is not fun. We actually spot 2 survivors here at Water Tower.
And we are getting another insane whip. Which is so unfortunate for our servers. Our servers are probably like, what the hell is going on? Opting to commit here towards Water Tower, and I believe this will be another hit onto... Who is that? Cirque, I believe. Taking chase towards the 3 side of the map here. And doesn't look like it's going to be a down on Ty's end here.
Yeah, looks like we're just gonna play this one for life. I'm not really sure what the other 2 serves are doing. Potentially just going for gens here, because they are in a rough spot, and again, a pretty quick down coming down.
Yeah, like 1 dead at 3 to 4 gens is so unfortunate, especially for a killer like Nemesis, who you shouldn't be feeding early tags to and shouldn't be feeding him tier 3 really fast. It's looking rough for our survivors. And
Yeah,
our first Painter stack just being used now.
yeah, this is definitely a rough spot for our temp survivors, especially with that pain res coming through. I don't know. I really don't know if they can recover from this.
Who knows, they could possibly just push out 1 more gen here, but that's all I'm seeing right now. I don't think they can really, get outs or even get a 4k 1 here. It's looking like a 4k 2 at most. And we find Rat here. Has not seen Rat the whole game. getting the infection on Rat. Not the hit though. Very unfortunate for Ty.
Yeah, that was actually pretty good for our temp survivors to not get a hit there. It means he can kind of waste a little bit more time. Very nice cracker.
That was an
Um,
insane cracker.
yeah, hopefully we can get a little bit more time on this shack loop. Maybe hop another gen. Temp's just gotta go for as many gens as they can now.
Ty taking the window, trying to get a mind game, almost getting the hit onto our survivor Rat here, but not quite getting it, which is so unfortunate. Just forcing Rat to vault here, and Rat will be going down at Shack here.
Again, yeah, the Nemesis on ping is a rough set. I assume we're just gonna take a basement hook, maybe a pain res. Yeah, I think we're probably gonna go for a pain res here.
Honestly, I'm not surprised that Carnage opted to pick this. They do have a really, really solid Nemesis player, and they know that Nemesis on ping is painful. So it was a very smart pick from them.
Yeah, I do dabble in a little bit of Nemesis, so I'm excited to also play this killer on ping. I think this looks pretty fun. We actually do split
Oh,
instead of going
darkness
for the same.
value. Personally, I was doubting Darkness at first when Ty first opted to open Locker, but like the value we've been getting out of it this game is insane. It is really good on
100%.
BDS.
Yeah, definitely on a map like this. And we actually stopped the save coming through too, which means Omega had to come in, and that just kind of slows down the game a bit more.
And Omega getting tagged in a very unfortunate manner due to ping, and the 2-tap comes through. Yeah, now I see why you're very excited to play this on ping, It's gonna make you look better than you
Yeah.
actually are. No, I'm trolling. Opting to try and cut off here. Do we get the cut off, or does our survivor predict it? And our survivor just predicts it perfectly here.
Yeah, Rat kind of just has to honestly go for style points here. Try another. Ooh,
Oh,
and that was a nasty whip from Ty.
and M with the cast is cursed, as usual. Oh, we see a
Oh,
little
bit
dabble
of
in
an accident there.
water.
But yeah, it looks like this is a nice little 4K3. Really impressive from Ty.
And
Be
it's
exciting to
looking,
see if the temp killer can, I don't know, maybe pull something out here. It's not looking too great.
it is not, it's looking like a 4K4 win con, which is very, very unfortunate, and a 4K3 tie con for Temptations Killer. And yeah, let's see if we can find our survivors here. Do keep in mind, bleed out points do apply. So if a survivor manages to bleed out here and just stealth out our killer tie, they will be only getting 1 point awarded for the kill.
Yeah, at this point, they could have crawled anywhere, so it'd be a bit of a boring watch. But we do have Darkness revealed, so that could help a bit here.
Yeah, now I see why Darkness is like a really good pick for this. Like it helps in multiple ways. I was honestly doubting Darkness, but yeah, now I see why it's being ran.
Yeah, 100%. I don't think you see Darkness much in comp, whether it's banned for most killers, but it is actually paying off here. You're getting a lot of value.
It doesn't look like we find anyone just yet, which is a little unfortunate. Ty's just gonna do his best to try and find someone here.
Yeah, I think while Ty kind of tries to find... Oh, he actually has found a Servo. But I think as he continues to kind of close out this game, do you have any kind of opinions or thoughts on how the temp killer can maybe whip out something?
Honestly, I feel like you're just gonna have to play with a very oppressive build, whether it be a full hex build or something, just to get pressure across the map, just to get really quick downs. But that's all I see personally. Like, I feel like if you run a more, centered build around mid game and like, end game, like this build, for example, it's just like, what can you do with a 4K4 win con?
100%. Yeah, the start that Ty got was just unbelievable, and the basement hook, and I mean, no one was going for that save, so it's
And
very rough.
Omega has finally been found, which is so unfortunate. So yeah, this is a 4K3 with all points applied. We will be back after a short intermission with Temptations Killer. And we are back with the second half of our first set of Nemesis on the Dead Dog Saloon. How do you feel about what we saw in the first set?
Look, I have a soft spot for Temp, but yeah, that was a very rough start for that game. This team has pretty good survivors, actually. It's an OC team, so I'm pretty aware of Ty's skill level, so honestly, I'm excited to see what they can do in ping.
Yeah, and I see two of my favorite people on this set being Alex and Cyans, both two new survivors to the comp scene, but they have improved drastically in the past few weeks. So excited to see how they play this Surf side out.
Yeah, it looks like our killer's just gonna look around tower, try and find someone. Not seeing anyone at the moment. Very good stealth from these survivors.
Yeah, you can tell they've been practicing. And as we say that, Cyans is caught out in a rough position, but not quite getting the hit just yet onto Cyans. Oh, but hello, Alex, getting spotted out quite easily and feeding half the killer's power here. And this might be another M2 onto Cyans, I believe. Oh, not just yet.
Very nice
Cyans is
dodge.
locked in.
Oh yeah, that
Trying to
was a
take the
rough one.
M1 because of the ping. I love that.
Oh,
By getting the
almost
M2
clean.
through the window, that would have been really nice to see.
Looks like we are just gonna drop this. Potentially go and see if one's got any progress. I assume there would be someone on here. Yeah, this is very close. They
Also,
actually do pop it.
yeah, they pop it. And Em, what do you think of this oppressive build? This is not what I was expecting personally.
Definitely not what I was expecting. I think maybe trying to go for a four-man slug here with this build.
Yeah, but I feel like getting value out of, Infectious on a killer like Nemesis, it's just like rough. Like, I don't feel like you're going to be able to get down so fast to, actually get value out of Infectious.
I think it genuinely just depends on the serves playing, but they are playing this very well. Actually getting a head on there on ping.
That is insane that they even chose to put head on on this serve builds. Love that.
It does look like our killer is lagging a little bit.
Yeah.
It's kind of jolting backwards, but we're taking the chase onto Ty here around 4 and 3.
Yeah, our killer, as you said, seems to be jolting back just a little bit, which is so unfortunate because it makes the game a little bit more rough for... Oh,
Oh,
wasn't a
that
little bit this time. Yeah, he seems to be lagging a little bit. Draxy, when are you gonna install the new Wi-Fi?
yeah, bro. May potentially be playing from McDonald's, but we are going to drop that chase. Main is not very fun for any killer on this map, so we're just opting to check out our 8 gen here.
Yeah, especially the C tier killers who are pretty much just M1, who struggle to play main. It sucks. It really sucks for them. And we do sort out Tar here, not getting the hit onto Tar, which is so unfortunate.
Yeah, I definitely think Ta's going to be a star of these matches. I love her. She's my baby. But she's definitely a pub little juicer. I haven't actually seen her in comp yet, but definitely have seen her potential. That is just a bit of a rough down though.
I feel like every time you talk about someone M, something bad
Yeah, just a
happens.
cast curse.
So
I'm gonna shut my mouth.
fair enough. But yeah, I've seen Tar play before. They versed my Lich and they were running some amazing chases, so I'm very proud of them. That was a really good stall out towards 8. And now we're here at
Definitely.
main trying to see if we can spot anyone out. We do see 2 tracks, one track being of blood, and we are committing to Alex here.
Yeah, we do see Tar being picked up very fast, which is really good from the serves. They're not gonna let that kind of four-man slug happen at all. And we are just gonna opt to die around one corner, but not quite making it, just playing around this cactus. Oh, that was a fucking hit.
Um, yeah, but pretty much, I don't know if you've realized, but our killer needs to 4K now just for a tie at this point. So, if we don't get the 4K now, it's looking like a loss for set 1 for Temptation's killer.
Yeah, it's gonna be a rough one trying to get everyone down here, but I think best bet for temp killer is just kind of play for best results.
I still can't get my mind around that hit. That was an
Yeah,
insane hit.
that was a very tasteful hit.
And we are getting a nice little tentacles strike onto Tai here. And do we get another one? And we are getting another hit here. Okay, very nice.
Yeah, that is our nemesis in tier 3 now. Looks like he actually dropped a flashbang, which is interesting. I haven't seen that just yet. Not sure if he was potentially gonna try and go for a flashbang save at some point on ping, but that would be
Yeah,
pretty fucking impressive.
that would be impressive as fuck. I agree with you. And we do see two survivors on the ground here currently, and we do know where Tar and both Scions are. Scions getting hit by a zombie, but the zombie is body blocking our killer. Our zombie, Mr. Darren, is not a fan of our killer, Draxi over here. Draxi opting to drop this chase.
Yeah, look, I think our killer's probably just gonna try and slug them all if possible. I think it's just gonna be a bit of a patience game who can kind of last longer trying to do this pickup game, but the survivors are playing very well, dying away from each other.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. And as you say, that all survivors have been picked up again, meaning our survivors do know what they're doing on this set. They were prepared to go in for a slugfest here.
Yeah, definitely. I think Ty would probably. Oh, we have actually found Ty in a locker. Speak of the devil, but I definitely think he'd be IGLing this set, and he definitely knows what he's doing. So.
Looking back towards Shaq and not really spotting anything out, just here going back to Hook here. And now we're going to go towards the 8 side of the map. We do see scratchies, but we're not opting to commit there.
We do actually also see all the survivors have been reset, so Draxi is in a very rough position. He's got almost no pressure on the map. He's got this one hook kind of next to a pretty progressed gen, but they only need to pop 2 more.
Yeah, it's looking quite rough for Draxi here with all the ping issues that happened in the early game. And this is going to be an unhook for free, which is so unfortunate too. Not monitoring the hook well enough. And we do have a body block from your baby girl, Tar here. But not opting to body block actually, just opting to leave. And oh my
Ooh,
god.
nice.
What am I looking at?
Yeah, I'm not sure whether that was a bit of a com for no hit, but it definitely didn't work out in their favor.
Yeah, no, fair enough. I mean, I see why Ty would have probably asked for Tar not to take a hit because it looked pretty, it looked like you could make that.
100%, but tier 3 nemesis nowadays and on ping
Yeah,
is just very rough.
it's rough.
We do actually find Science here as well. I'm just gonna force lock her water tower. I really hope these hooks aren't too close, or he could definitely pull this back.
Ooh, we've got a hook right here, which is very, very unfortunate. But yeah, it's not possible to pull this back. It's just possible to secure your best result possible here because it is a loss for Temptation in set 1 here.
Yeah, looks like we are just gonna go for the tunnel out onto Ty. Very
Ooh,
nice.
and the nice reverse stun here on ping. And now Tar will be coming in for a hit. This is so risky because I feel like Tar should have just taken a hit the first time around instead of playing the pallet in such a risky manner from Ty, but it worked out and that's what matters.
Yeah, we actually didn't get the body block off there, and that drag whip was just disgusting.
I agree with you, that was quite disgusting, and that'll be our first player Ty out of the game. And we do spot out Claudette towards the 8 side of the map. It is the one and only, the team captain, Alex. Let's see how he plays this out. Taking the knife
Very
through
good chase
M1
spot
punch.
as well.
Yeah, taking the chase is very far away from actives, which is nice.
Yeah. Looks like Draxi's obviously not dumb enough to be taking that chase, and he's just gonna go back and check his gens.
We do hear 4 cranking just a little bit, meaning someone was here recently. But yeah, 4 and the mid-gen here seem to be progressing quite a little bit. And we do see Science has just been reset too, meaning survivors are going to just play this out really slow. And yeah, I think that's the best bet here. What do you think of them choosing to play this slow?
Yeah, 100%. Like, they're in a pretty good position. They still have 3 survivors at 1 gen, so we're actually gonna just, I think, take tags and kind of just monitor our gens. I think the best thing these servs can do is split that mid gen and that water tower gen.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
Yeah, I assume the survivors are just gonna play for a reset somewhere away from gens.
Yeah, not quite spotting anyone out just yet.
Yeah, not finding the reset here is very good if it is happening. I don't imagine they're gonna be working gens injured against the Nemesis, especially on ping.
Yeah, I can't lie, this set on ping has been horrid for the survivors. But we
We
do spot
actually
out
do find.
Par here. Our one and only healthy survivor, but we do see Alex has been reset too.
Yeah, looks like we are just gonna play Shag, pre-drop that as she should, and yeah, looks like we should probably just run 8. It's definitely the furthest away from the gens, but we're actually wrapping around. Very
Seems
good
like
check
we've
spots
just,
from Ta.
yeah, went back to 8 here.
Yeah, if she can die right in the corner, they should potentially wrap for that 4 gen, but they are vaccinating instead.
Are we slugging this? No, we're opting to pick this actually.
This is definitely a rough hook. It is completely out of the way of the gens, so very good death spot from Ta.
What would have you done in that situation personally? Would you have picked that or slugged that?
Look, I don't know, honestly. I think Draxi is probably in a bit of a losing headspace. I mean, I don't blame him, but yeah, I'm not sure. I think potentially Slug, they might have been able to pop another gen, but I think he had enough info on the survivors that he could just hook that.
Yeah, fair enough. I see where you're coming from.
I'm actually gonna drop the chase at 1, I think. Okay, no, we're gonna pick it back up. Like, yeah, I thought that was the right decision. They're gonna reset just back of A, and you can't really do anything about it. You kind of just have to let it happen. But this guy is actually gonna die pretty close to the 3 gen, so hopefully we can drag him through.
Oh, actually doing something unique and opting to slug, possibly anticipating that the survivors are going back for their gen.
Looks like we actually just again got a comb to pick up instead. Someone is definitely idealing this set.
Because we do see Tar has been reset too.
Yeah, still in a pretty rough spot if you're Draxi, but he should be able to make it back to 4 without them popping it.
Just holding checkies here in mid, trying to see if he can spot anyone out, but it looks like we don't spot anyone doing anything right now.
Yeah, just gonna check this gen at 4. Doesn't look like anyone's on it. He can kind of safely just stand in the mid here and make sure that they're not working anything.
We did see a crow towards the one side of the map, meaning someone is stealthing around and trying to grab this unhook.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Carnage have played this exceptionally. They seem like they have a lot of team synergy. They have a very good IGL. They actually have gotten the save through here, sneaked it past.
Yeah, I'm really surprised from Carnage being the newest team in this league so far and being able to come out tonight and perform on the set that they picked, which was Nemesis. I'm really proud of them so far. To hook towards our 4 gen over at Shallow 3 towards the street, and we see Tar, I believe, opting to run towards the 8 side of the map here.
Yeah, this hook is definitely deep in that 3 gen. Bit of a rough position if you're Carnage. They kind of at a stalemate here. Draxi is bringing it just a little bit back into his favor for a 4K potentially.
Yeah, it was looking quite rough for Drexy at first with all the ping issues, but now that his ping is settled down, now that the Macca's Wi-Fi's chill, it looks like we are, locked in a little bit more.
Yeah, we do see a survivor around Shack as well. We don't see the other one, but looks like we are just gonna opt to kind of secure this death.
And that
We
is
also
Ruin.
see Ruin pop in the
Yes,
background there.
finally.
Yeah, it's definitely been. Yeah, Ruin is a very good perk, like with 3 gens, so it's really good that they actually have gotten that out of the way. That 4 gen just has been regressing this whole time.
Yeah, how do you feel about current Ruin? I feel like it is one of the strongest perks in the comp scene currently.
I think with comp, yeah, it is pretty strong. Obviously, old Ruin was
Oh,
disgusting. Those skill checks.
let's not even talk about that. Yeah, I feel like current Ruin in its current state is also quite good, especially in the comp scene, because it does like it doesn't punish you for slugging or choosing not to slug too, you know what I mean? Sort of like whatever playstyle you have, it can really fit into.
Definitely. Just with hex perks though, they are a bit flip floppy because if the
Yeah,
servs find it just off the rip, you've
it's gone
basically
bye-bye.
yeah, you've got no perk. But it's definitely done its rounds in this game.
And we do spot out Science here, getting a little greedy for the mid-gen, and this will possibly be an M1 hit towards main. No, we're taking the M2 instead. Just trying to get as many infections as possible here. I believe this will be a M2 Tentacle Strike here, and now we're going to leave and ideally go back to 4, I believe.
Yeah, like very smart decision I think from Draxi. That chase was going all the way to 11, so there was definitely someone on this 4 gen here.
And yeah, we do see this gen is cranking, opting to just look for our Lara here, no eyes on Tar.
Yeah, Tars actually had some pretty good stuff, but we actually, as I do say that, fine Tar.
Just stop. But yeah,
We did
Tar
get the whip
is.
on her.
Yeah, it looked like they did get it on my screen for some reason, but apparently not. Yeah, Tar taking a nice fat M1 punch here, and we're opting to leave and go back towards our mid street gen. And we do spot out Science here, who was cranking this gen. I believe if our killer wants, he can possibly commit to Science or just go back to 4.
Yeah, at the moment, the game is definitely in Draxi's favor. This, without a doubt, should be a 4K one, unless the Serbs pull out something out of their ass that's just incredible. But um, yeah, we're just pressuring that mid gen and that Gallows gen. Not Gallows, sorry. Water Tower.
And we do, oh no, Tar was caught in like a really terrible position here, leading to the slug here, and now we're going towards our street gen to see if we can spot out Scions. Are we actually opting to pick this now?
Yeah, look, I'm definitely not opposed to this idea. I think Draxi can pick this and kind of just monitor the hook.
Now we're going towards the 8 side of the map to see if we can spot out Scions here, and we do see trails of blood here. And oh my god, look who it is.
Oh, that is rough.
Not
And
getting the
definitely
trade.
ping.
That is so unfortunate. Due to ping, the trade will not come through.
Yeah, and that is the 4K one for Draxi. Honestly, he played it pretty well considering. I think his ping definitely was not doing the greatest at the start, but he pulled it back, and to get a 4K against this team is pretty good, especially on ping.
Yeah, definitely. Props to Draxi for even getting the 4K and even continuing the set on that ping. That ping was insane towards the early game, and he really showed off in the mid to end game here by, playing it out really well. And we saw some good IGL decisions. We will be back with our second set just shortly. Do you have anything else to add in?
No, that's it from me. What? I actually am not too sure of the next set.
I believe it will be Lich. Hello, hello, and welcome back to our second set of Carnage vs Temptation. Our Sheets IO has had a little bug which will be getting fixed shortly where we cannot see the current points or who has won the sets, but Carnage took home the last set of Nemesis, and now we see Temptation's pick of Lich. How do you feel about them picking Lich, considering you do know this team more than me?
Honestly, I'm not too sure on their Lich ability, but I know they are a very good team, so I'm hoping Draxi can pull out a pretty good win con for them. I have scrimmed Lich a little bit on this map, and I actually really enjoy it, so we actually do find a survivor here already. Ty, sorry.
Yeah, Ty getting caught out in a really, really bad position and feeding a like detrimental early hit here, which is not good. But yeah, I am one of the people who adore this map for this killer. As bad as it can be for this killer, it is so fun to play for both sides, in my opinion.
Yeah, looks like we're just gonna opt to pre-drop that, which is oh, and a
Ooh, and
very nice
Ty not,
skull hit.
yeah, Ty not opting to crouch here. That was very crouchable.
Yeah, like I think the reaction times on ping would be a little bit
Yeah,
rough.
I agree.
That is a pretty fast down, which is very good for Draxi, and we do find someone working this mid-gen already, which looks like it's Cyan's, and he's gonna take... Nope, we're actually dropping that chase since he's running to Shack, which is a pretty smart decision.
Yeah, I know Cyan's as one of the most upcoming Lich players in our region that I've seen so far, and it looks like all sets are really in Carnage's favor considering they do have a Lich main Cyan's on their team, and we will be seeing Alex getting mind gain, but it is a Lithe Brain into the main building. Lithe Brain into main, how do you feel about that?
Classic. I'm a bit of a sprint burst brain myself, so that was a very nice use of life.
Yeah.
I have actually scribbed Cyan's Lich, and I know he's very capable, so I assume he's going to be pretty good against him as well. A very nice crouch coming through on this pallet.
And opted to not drop the pallet. Our killer was trying to vault over the pallet with his ability, but you see it did not work. Oh, and Alex not getting the stun, which is unfortunate, but making it to the other side of the pallet, and we're opting to drop Chase here. How do you feel about that, Em?
Honestly, I think it is the right decision. Main is pretty strong, and you do kind of want to get that fast tunnel out onto Ty.
You know, fair enough. I see where you're coming from. I would have done the exact same thing here. Yeah, and we do spot out Ty in what looks like a very terrible position, in my opinion. Is this going to be another quick down? And it is. I feel like the reaction time is not the issue on this one, and I feel like he just maybe hasn't played it against his killer as much.
Yeah, as hard as it is to react on ping, I think that was just a little bit of a misplay from Ty, but nonetheless, this is a pretty good death spot. We do pop that 3 gen, I believe, as well, but it is Alex, so this is going to be a very fast down.
Yeah, not because it's Alex, just because he's injured. Let me clarify that.
Sorry, no shade to Alex.
No, Alex being the worst survivor on the team, clearly. Nah, I'm kidding. Love you, Alex. But yeah, Alex getting caught out at the Z War here and going down and getting hooked towards main here, where we see another survivor just getting unhooked. So I believe we're just gonna go back for Ty here and just get our tunnel out real quick. Oh,
Yeah,
but
definitely in
FTP
a
does
good
come in.
position.
Yeah, FTP does come in from Tar here.
Yeah, we do get that heartbeat onto Tar as well. Oh no, sorry, that's Ty. That's actually very good. Good
And
crouch coming from Ty
now we
there.
see the crouches come in. And we do see the Boots of Speed add-on. How do you feel about that? That's the add-on that makes it so whenever you pick up a pallet or hold a pallet, you get a 5% haste, I believe.
Yeah, it's definitely a good add-on. That was a very good block from Ty as well.
Yeah.
I'm not too well versed in the Lich's add-ons, but that seems like a pretty strong one.
Yeah, I think it is one of his more favorable add-ons that we will be seeing used quite a lot throughout these seasons. But, oh, the crouch coming in through perfectly. Now we see the crouches come in. Oh, and he just slides through on the other side, which is so unfortunate. For Draxi here, this chase is going way longer than he wanted it to go.
Yeah, Ty is definitely redeeming himself with this chase here. They actually pop another gen. This has been a very rough chase for Draxi. Ty is just kind of showing that he can get it done.
Oh, and winning the 50 here with a little mind game.
Yeah, this should spell the end for Ty here, but a really good chase.
Yeah, that was an insane last chase, redeeming the first two. Love that. This will be Ty getting hooked at the back of main and will be eliminated from the trial. I believe Alex was our survivor on first hook. Correct me if I'm wrong, Em.
Yes, that is correct. We do actually find Alex as well. Gonna
We could,
probably up to run to Shaq here.
and it is the life, yeah. Could make Shaq easily here. But no, we're
Yeah,
opting
we're
to leave this
just gonna
because we
drag
have a
that up.
nice gen split. I just noticed this juicy gen split here.
Oh yeah, that is the classic main 3 gen, but this is actually a 4 gen. Very nice. We are gonna find Alex again at this 9 tile, just pressuring that mid gen. Shouldn't have life up this time, so could potentially get a good hit, but it looks like our killer got a bit mind gamed by himself.
Yeah, and Alex seems to have strayed really far away here. But we are trying to cut off Ty here from going towards Shaq. Sorry, Tar.
Yeah, we do have a nice filler in this mid here, and that's a good drop, especially on ping. Very nice crouch as well. Bit
And
of
the
an
slow vault
unfortunate
coming
slow
in,
vault.
that's an
I've definitely
unfortunate
done that.
blunder. Yeah, I've done that quite a few times. And oh my god, the
Oh.
pallet mind game coming in, which is so unfortunate.
And we
Getting,
do actually see eruption proc in the background now.
yeah, targeting pushed to the other side of the pallet, which is so unfortunate. And I believe this is Alex we see trying to stealth away, but it looks like Alex will be caught eventually. But now Killer's just opting to go check the 11 side of the map, I believe.
Yeah, look, he hasn't checked this gen in a while, so I'm gonna assume it's pumping a little bit. We do find some scratch marks leading to main here. I assume they've gone up potentially a balanced landing, but we're just gonna... Oh no, they've actually gone for the save.
Yeah, that is Alex we see being this match's MVP, going in for the saves as fast as possible.
Yeah, I think Draxi kind of just has to try his best to hold these gens here. He's got a very nice split. He's just gonna apply eruption pretty much on all of them. We do see all of our survivors have been reset as well, so I'm gonna assume that's probably around Shaq's side. A nice safe reset. We do find Alex again on this mid gen. He loves it. But
It's really
definitely
cranking
very
up
good
this mid turn.
pre-leaves.
Yeah, there's some nice pre-leaves coming in from Alex and the window. Oh,
Oh,
I was gonna say the window fake, but I forgot that fucking ping exists between these two. It's so unfortunate.
yeah, it was definitely a rough hit, but we are just not going to be taking those chases to Shaq. We're not interested. We want to stay in this 4 gen that we have. We do spot her with this eye as well. She is the sprint burst player. It's good use of sprint burst. Just gonna run probably, honestly, to like 9 again. I think they're all... Oh, that is a rough skull hit. This is gonna be a very fast down onto Tar. Oh, I mean, I think that was just a misplay from the killer there, but
Yeah,
didn't make that fella. Yeah, definitely not on ping, and that
especially
is
on ping.
eruption
Yeah, I
on
think
all 3 gens.
that is insane. Also, do you think Tar would have made that pallet on their normal OC ping?
Honestly, it's hard to say. I think potentially, I'm not sure how much he has to OCE, but I definitely wouldn't make it.
Yeah, no, let's not get started with your Wi-Fi.
Yeah, this is a very rough hook position as well.
Yeah, it's not looking too
Very
good.
close to the gens.
And it looks like we don't spot anyone out with our orb just yet over towards the 11 side of the map, but it might have just been a blunder orb, and we might be able to spot someone out. Procking
Yeah, looks
eruption
like it
on that
definitely
game, very
was.
nice.
And we are just gonna fly back to hook and look to tunnel out Tar. Actually, going for the down on Alex. That was a very nice dodge from him, but not gonna make it too far on P.
Yeah, I see why he was opting to go for Alex here. Alex was a bit more out of position compared to Tar, and Task Chase would have probably been a bit more extended due to their positioning.
Definitely, but this hook is rough for Oh, yeah, Carnage. This is right in the middle of that 4 gen. Saving Alex here is gonna be really hard.
Yeah, I agree with you on that, but we do spot someone out with our orb just here. This is Cyan's, the one and only Lich goat themselves, and they will be running towards 4 here. Not a strong tile by all means, but it can be played out nicely against the Lich. And as I say that, the M1 coming through, and we will possibly be going back to hook here due to the unhook, and we are, that's what we see.
Yeah, I think Draxy's just gonna try and cut off his survivors here, keep them in this top side where he wants them. That is all of the survivor players now injured though, which is pretty rough for Carnage. And we do get a great mind game from Draxy onto Alex there, and that is Alex actually dead now, so this is a 2v1 at 2 gens.
Yeah, Alex, definitely one of the strongest survivors on the set, in my opinion. Just, getting caught out in bad positionings, though, which is unfortunate. So, yeah, that'll be Alex and Ty out of the trial. Oh, we have 2 gens remaining, so I'm just realizing they are out quite early into the game, which is unfortunate. What
Yeah,
do
I'm
you
not
think
sure.
the survivors can secure here?
Yeah, it's honestly rough to say. I think their best bet is just trying to get a reset off at Shack, slow down the game a little bit, which looks like they are doing. We do see the reset come out onto Tar. I think honestly they've just got to split this mid gen and that 11 gen and see what they can do. Potentially go for a 4K1. I don't think they'll be getting anything better than that.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I feel like it's just a 4K2 or a 4K1. That's all we can really get in such a bad position like this. But yeah, I don't know. We haven't really seen. Oh my
We do find
God.
the reset. That is very good game sense coming out from
As I
Drax
was
here.
just about to say, we haven't been praising Draxi too much. Draxi shows us his little IGL brain and spots out 2 survivors resetting, and that'll be a fat hit through a pallet here. And we're actually opting to pick this. I would slug this personally because I do know where Tara is, but what would you have done?
Honestly, I think you can hook it because she is kind of just cornered in the back of this map.
Yeah,
You know
no, fair
exactly where
enough.
she ran to, which was Shack.
And do we spot out Tar? We do with the orb. What a beautiful orb placement here. And we do spot out Tar here now, which is very unfortunate.
Yeah, I haven't actually seen Draxi play killer that much, but he's definitely showing us here that he is capable of pulling out some very good results. This is really good for Temptation.
Yeah, considering the rough blunders that we saw in the first game with the ping and stuff, it looks like when Draxi's not on his Mac's Wi-Fi, the results have been much better. So I'm really proud of Draxi for this result here, securing a 4K2, making the win con for. I'm gonna assume it is Cyan's Lich. No one else is playing Lich for that team, but yeah, I'm assuming that the win con for Cyan's, aka Carnage's killer, is a 4K3. We'll be back after a short intermission. Do you have anything else to add, Em?
Honestly, I'm just excited to see what the temp serves can do here. Sion's a very strong Lich player, but they should be very well versed. I think they would have scrimmed Draxi's Lich a lot, so I'm
And I
excited.
agree with you so much on that. We'll be back after a short intermission with the second half of our Lich set. And we are back with the second half of our second set. We do see, as I assumed, Science playing for Carnage, playing the Lich for Carnage, sorry. And yeah, we're just opting to go to main here, try and see if we can spot anyone out, but it doesn't look like we see anyone just yet.
Yeah, Science actually has a very nice 4 gen again on this top side with 3 main, 11, and it looks like 10 as well. We
Yeah,
have found a serve back of main, but we are looking around 3 just to see.
opting to break the main doors. This is what we saw Cyan do against us, just break both main doors. I feel like it's a unique strategy, but I've also been picking this up from Cyan's, and it does seem to work a lot. It makes main a lot weaker, especially for a killer like this.
Yeah, definitely. These Cold Tower mains are lethal if you don't break those doors. But we do spot. I can't quite see the name of the serve. Just our Yui here. Obviously going to take chase to main
This is
in that
Omega.
corrupted area.
Oh, and we see a head-on come through from Rat and the Blind, defending Omega and stalling out that first hit, which is very nicely done.
Yeah, this is definitely what you need against a pretty strong killer like Cyan is on the Lich, but we are just going to drop that chase. And we do spot someone around 9, but would. Oh, we are actually going to go for it. We're going to use our fly and try and interrupt this gen. We do have a little bit of a 3 gen at this bot side as well, so it looks like we might play into this. It's not as strong. Gonna go for
Oh,
that basement skulls
yeah, I
trick, but
love that. I'll always do that, and it is such a fun thing to do. It's like this is why Lich is one of the killers I've been opting to pick up recently because there's so many cool techs that you can do, and I learned most of them from people like Cyan. So yeah, let's see how Cyan plays this out here. Playing out the God filler and opting to pick it up. That's a unique one to me. How do you feel about that? It is a strong filler that needs. It's like quite lethal. I feel like you need to get that out of the way.
honestly, I think he's more than confident enough to play through that, but we again are gonna drop and just check our gens. We do have this gen pumping pretty high.
Yeah, we don't seem to spot anyone around this gen here, which is unfortunate. But we do see some survivors towards the 10-11 side of the map here. We do see Omega opting to run towards the 11 side and dropping the pallet quite fast and just opting to leave it.
Yeah, I think they are playing very well with the pre-drops here,
Ooh.
but we do get hit with those
Oh
skulls.
my god, is this going to be a quick little two-tap? Question mark? And it looks like Omega will not make this pallet. That was very, very nicely played from Science here.
Yeah, that was definitely a rough chase. I think as soon as you get hit with those skulls, and especially in that part of main, it's just a bit rough to get to anything.
Yeah, and how do you feel about this hook placement here? The back of main.
Oh yeah, this is again a very rough hook placement. It's just right in that 4 gen. We're just gonna apply eruption onto that very progressed gen as well.
Yeah, one thing I'm noticing with Science is they did have a really, really good hook here towards the back of main, but not defending the hooks at all. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, he is straying a little bit too far away from that hook, I think. Going for the fresh onto Draxi is probably not what you want to do. You definitely want to go for a tunnel,
Yeah, I feel like
especially
that's
with a
the
win
only
con like
way,
this.
yeah, you secure your win con. Remind me, what was the win con again? It was a 4K3, I believe?
4K3, yep. Very nice down onto
Applying,
Draxi here,
yeah,
though.
applying Eruption on the gen in front, but I feel like you really should be playing for a tunnel out, as you said earlier. And we do see, unfortunately, our tunnel out, which was looking to be Omega's, has been reset now. And our first
Yeah,
gen comes through.
that definitely is the issue with dropping a tunnel out like that. I think you want as much pressure as you can, especially with a win con like you do have. Going way too far away from these hooks and just allowing those saves to happen is a bit of a blunder from Cyans.
I feel like Science has got something in their back pocket that they're going to pull out and hopefully secure this win con. And as I unfortunately say that, they need to 4K now to secure the win con. And now we see the choice of opting to play for a tunnel out against Draxi, which is, oh, okay, so that's not going to work. But Draxi's just opting to not drop this and extend this chase, just opting to die here. Do we spot anyone out? No one doesn't. Oh, we do spot our ace here, which is Rat getting caught out and feeding a nice little M1 tag.
Yeah, I think the Temptation Survivors here are just trying to waste time, try and get that win con achieved and pop that last gen, which I assume they'll be working 11. Honestly, it's the safest one and it's very far away from the chase, and there it helps, unfortunately.
Oh, not taking the M1 swing, which is so unfortunate. I feel like Science is in a little bit of a panicky state right now, where they're just feeling like, oh, it's like a loss. What can I do? But as I say that, they come out with a really, really nice batch of skulls here, and get Rat down. But we do see the pickup come through onto Draxi here, and we're opting to commit to Draxi, even though we did see Cirque behind the hook.
Yeah, I think Again, this is probably just Science trying to play for best result, maybe get all of his fresh out here.
Yeah, considering we're now in the Tycon state, I feel like there really isn't much you can do. And as I say that, the stun comes through from who is this? I believe this is Draxi. Yeah, so this is looking quite unfortunate for Science. Science had a really nice early game, but towards the mid and late game, it's looking quite rough.
Yeah, and these Temptation Survivors are playing this very well. Like I said, I think their coordination and their game knowledge is just showing up here for sure.
Yeah, and props to Science here for getting all those really, really nice snipes. Like, it's a lot of clips going in the montage, I can already see it.
Yeah, that is the second stage onto Draxi here. I assume the survivors are just going to be working these top gens, and they actually were doubling this gen here as well. So that is two survivors we know of. Ooh, a bit of a blunder from Omega there.
Yeah, if I was you, I'd hop in VC and yell at Omega about that one. But yeah, just opting to drop chase onto Omega here and go back for the tunnel out on Draxi, I believe. Quick question, what do you think our killer could have done differently to actually secure the win con and not be in this state where they need to 4K now and get a Tycon?
Yeah, look, like I said before, I think when they had that hook at the back of the main, they really should have capitalized more on it. That was a very strong hook and a very
Yeah,
strong 4 gen, and going all the way to 7 off that is really rough. And we do spot Rat here
yeah, I
trying to be
definitely,
Rat.
yeah, I definitely agree with you. Rat just living up to his username here towards the edge of the map and the perfect pickup on the pallet, leading to Rat's unfortunate down.
Yeah, and like I mentioned before, when you did say that that is a strong palette to get out of the way, Science definitely has played it to his
Yeah.
advantage picking that
Yeah,
up.
I'm never gonna try and say perfect pickup on a pallet again because that is a tongue twister in itself. But yeah, opting to go towards main, and we do get a little heartbeat on main due to our little orb here. And is anyone gonna drop? Oh my
Oh,
God,
very
Cyan,
nice
you are so
hit.
beautiful. I love you so much. Opting to commit to the back of main here onto Cirque. That was a beautiful clip. That's going in the montage.
100% put that one in the montage. Yeah, but we are just gonna run this main again. Um, Good chase spot. We do have a very nice gen split now, so props to the survivors for breaking that 4 gen. That was pretty bad.
Yeah, this will be a loss to Carnage on this second set, which is not too surprising considering they won their pick of choice and now Temptation's winning their pick of choice. So yeah, let's see how Science opts to play out the rest of the set. We do see Draxi is dead, and we've got Cirque injured and two healthy survivors. So let's see what they're up to.
Yeah, and props to Science. I actually believe he's quite new to comp, so to verse a team like Temptation and get better than a 3 stage is honestly very good.
Yeah, that is insane in my opinion. Like, all these snipes that we've been seeing come out tonight are from someone who is crazy new to comp, like little to no experience, maybe a few weeks max, and it's just insane to me how I believe this person used to be like very against the comp, mindset and the comp play style, but look at how well they portray it. Like they're doing insanely well, especially for a killer like Lich on CT2. It's insane to see.
Yeah, I do want to say that life play from Omega was very well played. He got out of
Yeah.
that unscathed, and that is very good in a 3v1. You don't want to be giving away any free hits.
We were going to try and get a 50-50 with our skull at main, but our survivor just dropped it down from the top of main instantly, knowing that Science is just a little too goated at that. But yeah, Science straying away a little bit. Are we going to commit to this? Oh, we do see someone in the locker for a head-on. It is Rat, just ratting out as usual. What is up with you, Rat? And yeah, I believe we're just going to commit to Rat here at the back of main.
Yeah, again, just it was quite a free tag, so looks like we're gonna bait out that head on. Can Rat do it? And he
The
has
rat
missed.
does not get the head on because he's just a little rat. So that'll be Rat getting picked up and placed on the hook. Very unfortunate. I believe we're opting to drag this hook towards the towards the 11-10 side here and go towards our gens, hopefully.
We do see the last gen pop. Really good from the temp survivors. That was honestly some good time wasting at main, and we potentially could be seeing a 2 out here.
Ooh, no one at this gate over here, but we're gonna go back to the gate towards 11. Spot anyone out? So I just realized this add-on choice is a lot more different towards some add-ons that I've seen used on the Lich and comp, but I'm honestly a big fan of it. You do get your, sorry, what are they called again? Your spells. You get your spells back a lot faster, which is very nice.
Yeah, the subs have played this very well as well with the gates. Omega just, yeah,
Ooh,
kind of big dick that.
yeah, it is so unfortunate that we... Oh, Omega just slowly walking out of the gate because he's a little nerd. Oh, okay, bye-bye, Omega.
Let's see a
Get
bit
out
of
of the
work there.
trial.
This should be a hatch out as
Yeah.
well, so very well played from the temp subs and well played from Cyans. Like I said, being new to comp and getting a result like this is nothing to laugh about.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. We'll be back after a short intermission with our tiebreaker set, which actually was Carnage's pick of Chucky, and I already know who's gonna be on the Chucky. It's the one and only, the person who taught me how to play Chucky. It's gonna be Alex. We'll be back after a short intermission with Alex's Chucky. And we are back with our tiebreaker of Chucky. Let me just quote what M said before we loaded in. She said, I fucking hate Chucky word for word. She is a massive hater of this killer because every time I play him, I'm just really short and she gets mind gamed. So, hello, M. How do you feel about this?
Well, as you aired my dirty laundry, we can actually see the baby get knocked over my head on, which very happy about that. Thank you, Rat.
Okay.
We are gonna take the chase on this main again. Like I said, these cold tower mains are just disgusting to play.
Yeah, let me just say one thing known about Alex here is he is the goat when it comes to Chucky's scamper power. Sorry, his what's his power called? I always forget its name. But yeah,
Slice and
he's
dice.
yeah, the slice and dice, that's the one. I always call it a scamper for some reason. But yeah, he's the goat when it comes towards the slice and dice power. He tends to fake it a lot during some tiles, and it gets people to vault into his arms, which is very nice. I learned that from him. So let's see if he gets some value out of that this game. But yeah, we do see the first hit come through onto Omega, and the second
Mm.
hit come through right after instantly, and the proc of Eruption. I don't want to say and again, but we do spot out Draxi towards Shaq here.
Yeah, that was a very rough down onto Omega. Definitely a bit of a ping hit on that M2. But very good down from Alex.
Yeah, getting a really nice slice onto our boy Omega here, and heading towards the far side of the map here. And we do spot out Cirque here. Ooh, Cirque's trying to hold the checkies, and Cirque wins the mind game. Very, very nice.
Yeah,
Opting
very
to
well
not take
played
this out.
actually.
Yeah,
Good to
pretty
see Alex
standard.
isn't actually straying too far away from the hook. Sorry to cut you
Yeah,
off,
no,
but
no, you're all good. I was saying this is a pretty standard build for Chucky. Haven't seen anything too different besides maybe I don't know. Like I've seen Pop a few times or Bamboozle come in, but like it's really rare. I feel like this is what you'd want to run.
yeah, 100%. This build is very oppressive, and you do have that agitation to kind of drag into a 3-gen hook if you do so wish. Again have a pretty bad 4-gen. I mean, this mid-gen is getting love, which is great. I assume they'd be working probably 1 or 11 as well here, but Alex just gonna try and secure this second stage onto
Yeah,
Omega.
Alex being the dirty camper he is, just sitting in front of Omega's hook, holding the check spots, and we do see Cirque come in for the pull, but are we gonna have time? Is this Omega hitting second? It is Omega
Oh,
hitting
that is
second!
so
Oh
rough.
my god! This will just be an easy quick tunnel onto Omega. Emma, how do you feel about this?
I'm very upset about that because I know for sure that was a ping difference.
Yeah, that is so unfortunate.
Omega just going to be playing his life at Shaq here because he did actually take that BT hit, so he will be in mending state, which makes it even rougher to play against Chucky because you can barely see the screen and you can barely see him.
Leave my beautiful boy alone. He's a beautiful redhead, as you are. Opting to commit to Omega and Rat here. Are we gonna get a nice little dice? But Rat with the beautiful body block, hitting Rat in the bum, and we're gonna commit to Omega here.
I would like to clarify I'm not a redhead, but we are going for the tunnel out onto Omega.
Oh,
Oh, Omega
Omega
actually
doesn't
holding the
fall for it.
checkpoint
The
and
goat.
winning the 50-50 on that. Again, just playing the style incredibly, especially on ping from Omega.
Yeah, what's funny is I've actually never seen Omega Survivor until today, and like I underestimated this guy's survivor. I thought he'd just be like any other survivor, but he is really patient compared to most. So really, really nice to see him come out here. And it's unfortunate that he's getting tunneled out so early due to the little ping blunder, but it happens. It happens. What can you do?
100%. I've Swift a lot with Omega. He's one of my good friends, and I've seen him play very well on ping, so a bit of a shame we don't get to see him too much in this match, but he's not the biggest fan of Chucky, so I'm sure he's not too upset about that.
Yeah, probably gonna be snoozing while his team locks in here. And we do see Rat is still injured, and we do see someone still pressuring the 3 side of the map here. Yeah, see, Alex loves to fake his power here to get survivors right into his arms, and it works out so well.
Yeah, that is a nice fake and a tag onto Draxi, who is gonna just try and, I assume, run to this mid filler. He should make it, and it is pretty safe filler, but it is ping, so we'll see what happens.
Ooh, not getting the slice and dice, meaning Draxi can just make it around one more time, and Alex trying to break zone Draxi, but Draxi just running towards the 3-4 side of the map here, I believe. Actually going to 2, which is towards the active gen that they were working, and it looks like someone has hopped back onto it.
Yeah, we did have a bit of trouble tracking there, but we have found Draxi again, and he has made his way all the way to main, which is very, very good for him and his team.
Yeah, opting to force here, which is very nice for Draxi. It'll just stop Alex with any thoughts he had of slugging here. I believe this will just be a hook towards the 1 side of the map here in front of main. And, oh no, we're going to drag this towards 2 to 3 here and possibly check our 3 gen, 4 gen over there.
Yeah, I assume we are going for a pain rise. I believe Draxi is a fresh here. Yep, so that is going to hurt definitely for the temp serves, and we are going to check Shack because we haven't shown it too much love this game, and actually no, we aren't. We're going to check this 6th gen instead, which is pumping. Not sure if this was the reciprocant of the pain res, but it is definitely getting eruption applied to it.
And I just say, Chucky in spec is probably the most brain-rotting thing I've ever seen with all the little glitches that are happening with him right now. Oh, I love this killer so much. But yeah, we are committing to Draxi here at main and getting a nice quick down and a little eruption proc over towards our 6th gen here. How do you feel about this opting to commit to main?
Yeah, this was definitely a rough down from Draxi. I'm not sure what was happening, honestly, with the reset or whatever. I didn't really see, but we do find looks like a rat on this 4gen as well, which is very progressed. We do see the entity kind of almost trying to block that, but we do see all 3 survivors as well, which is really rough for Temptation. It means that Alex can kind of just monitor this hook, keep these serves away, and get his free tags, but
As we see, Cirque will just be taking the hit and not opting to unhook, actually. Pretty unique in my opinion. I would expect Cirque to trade for this. What would you have done, Em?
100%. I think I was expecting the trade though, because now Chucky, like I said, can kind of just zone both of these survivors. He knows exactly where Saga is, and he knows
Yeah,
where
where
Red
Rat
is.
is. And it's unfortunate because one survivor's over towards the 6 side of the map while another survivor's over towards the 1 side of the map. So if Alex catches someone out here trying to, like meet up midway, it's gonna look a bit rough. Like Alex can just go cut off a reset. It's just rough.
Yeah, definitely. I think if you're Rat here, you kind of are just trying to commit to that forge and maybe pop it for Draxi's death.
Yeah, I agree with you, or even maybe get on Shaq.
And that is Draxi out of the trial as well. I'm not too sure where Rat and Saga are, but they are on complete opposite sides of the map, so the possibility of a reset. Oh, they actually are trying to reset. It looks like. Or is this just rat?
I believe this might just be just right here getting caught out in the edge map, and we're opting to pick this.
I will mention this is pretty good game sense coming out from Alex to just look there.
Yeah, Alex, the Filthy Twins main, I love him so much. He's so great at this killer. Learnt most of my tips and tricks from him, so really proud to see him come out tonight and play.
Yeah, definitely. This is probably looking like a 4K2 for the temp serves. I assume Saga has been working this main gen. I'm not sure if we're gonna go for the save here, but there's not much else you can do really.
I feel like your best bet is playing for Hatch here, or even just maybe getting the save, but looking quite rough considering Saga is injured. So I don't know. What would you do him here, in your opinion?
I think honestly, just sticking on that one gen, kind
Yeah.
of praying for a miracle to pop that, get a 4K one, something easier for that temp killer.
Yeah, because by current result, it's looking like it's going to be a 4K3 win con for Temptation, but I don't want to say anything just yet until we have a confirmed result.
Yeah, Saga is playing this very well. We have actually haven't seen any side of her since that 12 plotting, so
As we can see, Chucky's getting a little mad, calling Saga a dipshit, and he will be heading towards main to see if he can spot out Saga. And we hear Saga drop, actually, knowing exactly where she is right now, and we're going to opt to commit to her here around main.
yeah, we are actually trying to find where exactly she did drop. We are gonna break this back of main palette.
Oh,
Oh,
did we
we
hear her
have
drop
actually
one more
found her.
time? Okay. And this will possibly be a quick down onto Saga. Yeah, it's looking like a very unfortunate quick down. I believe Saga was our final fresh too, so if Saga was able to get out by Hatch, that would have been very unfortunate for Carnage.
Yeah, this is very well played by Alex, and that is a 4K2 coming out from his Chucky. It's a rough one, and like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of Chucky, so I don't blame Temp if they have kind of been like, fuck Chucky this whole set, but I'm
Yeah,
excited to see
fair enough.
if the Temp Chucky can pull something out.
Yeah, I honestly wasn't expecting anything worse or better from Alex. Alex is one of the strongest Chucky mains in my opinion. He's got a very unique playstyle to him, and he makes his killer really fun to watch in my opinion. So yeah, we'll be back after a short intermission. And Temptation has a 4K3 win con, I believe. Hello, hello, and welcome back to what is the final set of the night. We do see Nick. Have not seen Nick play any killer before, and he will be playing the Chucky for Temptation. Honestly, what do you think? It's a rough win con of a 4K3. Do you think Temptation is possibly able to pull this out? Because I know you're rooting for Temptation, and I'm rooting for Carnage. And as I say that, your little man has just been stomped. How do you feel?
Look, this build is nasty, so
I
I'm sure
agree.
I'm sure Nick could maybe pull something out here. We do find subs very fast, but we are gonna miss on Ty there. I'm sure Ty is gonna play this pretty well. They
Oh,
oh, actually
maybe not.
gonna get mind gamed a little bit there. I may have put a curse on him, but we
Yeah.
are gonna take chase to that lovely Coal Tower main once again.
Yeah, Nick here running a full totem build. How do you feel about this? This is just evil. This is like what you run when you do have like a rough win con, and it's looking quite juicy.
Oh, 100%, and a beautiful crouch tech coming from Ty there. Gonna play this two tile. Probably gonna die one corner, I assume, but oh, we actually do have another pallet, so this has been a very good chase from Ty regardless.
Yeah, Ty playing this one corner out perfectly. But as I say that, we keep putting curses on his name. Let's just not talk when Ty is in chase from now on.
Let's absolute silence next
Because,
time.
yeah, like, Ty is now getting hooked towards the one side of the map, but we do see our first totem getting cleansed, which is unfortunate, but yeah, we're heading over to the 11 side of the map here, trying to see if we can spot someone out while in our hidey home mode.
Yeah, looks like that was our Undying Totem as well. So we do still have Devour and Ruin up, as well as Thrill as the Hunt. Thrill as. Oh my god.
Thrill of the hunt, I got you. Thrill as of the hunt, I love that.
Anyway, we see two gens pop in the background as well, which is really good. For oh, bit of a
Hunt.
Chucky bug there, looks like, but we don't hit Alex. He's played it well, and oh, unfortunately, getting the medium, so that is a hit on ping, of course. We have gone very far away from our gens, or sorry, our hook, so I'm not too sure what we're playing for here, especially with this build.
Oof, and unfortunately, one thing that I hate about Chucky is his hitboxes. They are utterly terrible. Like I'm just in disbelief that that did not hit on Alex. Like this killer's hitboxes really need to be fixed because he
Yeah,
can slide
that
off
was
anything.
robbery. That was an absolute rob of a hit, but we also see the ruin getting cleansed in the background as
That is
well.
so unfortunate. It's looking like this build is just going downhill now.
Yeah, that is definitely the risk you take with a full totem build, and no Penti allowed, I assume, so it kind of there's really no risk and reward in this with the survivors. They kind of just cleanse and that's about it.
Yeah, and one thing with running a build like this on CT1 is this is a very memorizable map. And the totem spots, you know, it comes to people after time, especially because this is what I'd say the default comp map in my opinion. So I feel like the totem spawns on this map are not the greatest for, you know, a build like this personally. What do you think?
Yeah, 100%. I think I can probably off the back of my head just go, yep, there's a totem here, there's a totem here. You kind of just can scan with your eyes
Yeah.
when you're going up and down the map. But I'm not sure what exactly we're playing for. We do find Science trying to crouch in that corner there, but
Yeah.
again, taking the chase to main.
Yeah, Cyan's here just trying to hold a long chase for as long as possible towards main, but it looks like they're going to be getting caught out in the open in front of main towards top mid here.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about the decision to drop that tunnel out and go for freshes. It's not like you have pain res, there's nothing kind of incentivizing you to not
Yeah,
go for a tunnel
I
here.
agree with you heavily on that. I feel like if you're not really, you know, running pain res, no way out, something like that, you need to not be playing for freshes unless it's super detrimental and
And
it's point based. But
as you
currently,
say that, we have lost all of our totems, it looks like. So,
so perkless Chucky it is, love it.
yeah, this is definitely not the position you want to be in if you are Nick.
And it looks like Nick will be getting the miss onto Ty, I believe, and we're just, you know, a little bit impatient there and wanting to drop chase really fast because we're a bit scared here. I mean, personally, I feel like the win of the night will be going to Carnage just based off what I'm looking at here. But who knows what our killer here can do. They could pull anything out of their ass, and I'm scared to see what they will do.
Yeah, look, I'm not sure how great Perkless Chucky is gonna be against a pretty well coordinated and strong team. Looks like we are actually gonna go for a tunnel out on Science too, which is good. I think would have been very smart to go for Ty.
That
And
is a
as I say, that
beautiful hit.
was very nice slice and
Yeah, but
dice.
also, how do you feel about Oh,
Oh,
okay, and the flashlight not coming in. Holy, that was scary. How do you feel about our killer opting to go for a tunnel out this late? This is his win con after all at 4K3, and he's opting to just play for a tunnel out now. I feel like he should have been doing that from the start of the game, but what do you think?
100%. He definitely should have gone for Ty when he got. I mean, he shouldn't even have been at Shack at all, really.
Yeah, no,
So
I agree.
that's very rough for him. And then Ty kind of got reset, so the easy tunnel out has just gone out the window. I'm not sure what exactly we're playing for here. I guess best result, but I assume if you are Nick, your brain's just a little bit in the loser mentality, which is completely valid. But we are gonna go for the tunnel here. I'm not sure we're
And
trying to reset underhook.
as you see, the FTP comes in though onto Cyan's perfect timing actually. This is going to be a nice little dice, and we don't get it unfortunately.
Yeah, that was a nice FTP coming out from Ty. It is gonna save Cyan a little bit, and he does make it to Shack, which is a lot of distance, but it is gonna be a short chase once again.
Yeah, and as you say that, we are now at the Tycon result of a 4K2. All survivors of Carnage need to do is pop one more gen, and they'll be taking the home win for tonight.
And we do see another gen pop in the distance, and that
And
is the win for Carnage of the
and
night.
another gen pop, which is insane considering how well Carnage have been playing out against the full totem build, so I'm really proud of them for that. And yeah, it looks like Science will be our first survivor out of this game at 5 gens not remaining, which is unfortunate. No gens remaining, I should say, sorry. Ty getting hit here and going down towards the 3 side of the map. I believe there will be a survivor on that gate towards 4.
Yeah, look, with a solid body block from Alex here, they should be getting a 3 out if they have been working this gen. Sorry, this gate. But they haven't been working this gate actually, and Ty is just gonna run to Shack, maybe gonna go for a Shack or a hatch play.
It's so unfortunate, like these two teams have been playing insane tonight, but unfortunately one of them had to be sent home and that will be Temptation for the night. So yeah, we won't be seeing Temptation participating in Blood Rush League Season 3 any further, as they've been eliminated, which is unfortunate, but I'm excited to see how Temptation plays out this season, I can't lie, against some of the top teams.
Yeah, look, Ty is just playing this endgame chase very well too. I think he's actually gonna make it out of the trial here as well with,
Oh my god,
again,
with a
a
hit
good
tank?
body block.
Oh, perfect
A
body block
beautiful body block
from
from Ty
Tar.
here.
And Tar just giving a, you know what, minus 10 points for Tar. The win ultimately goes to Carnage tonight, which is very unfortunate for Temptation as they are getting sent home. But do you have anything else to add, Em?
Yeah, look, I'm a bit upset from this. I have a bit of a soft spot for Temptation, especially Omega, but they were up against a very good team, and they are a very good team themselves. So it was definitely a rough matchup. A couple misplays coming out from Temptation, but overall very well played from both teams.
Yeah, that'll be all for tonight, and we will be back soon with the rest of our qualifier matches.